Right guys, we're on our way up to 5 Acre Koi Supplies. We're going to pick up some fixtures, fittings, pipe work, you name it, we need it. It's time to plumb in some filtration. Welcome back guys. I'm not going to lie, that little trip to fetching the stuff to get all this plumbed in just cost me an arm and a bloody leg. Best part of 500 quid for some pipe fittings and valves, and bought a new air pump to run my moving bed, an 120 litre Charles Austin pump. But yeah, it's surprising, isn't it, when you start totting things up for bits you need. Whew. Killer. Since the last video, things have moved on a little bit. We've got some things in place. We've been doing a bit of titivating inside the shed. Things aren't plumbed in yet. That's going to be this video, getting filtration in, get it all plumbed in. But I'm going to take you inside the filter house and we're going to have a look at what we're looking like. Biochamber, this side, like I've said before, this side is going to be used for the K+, and then this side, which is where the water comes into the chamber, is going to be used for the suspended mountain tree media. This steel bar is going to be like this, so obviously it's going to be drilled through the filter, which is going to go across to suspend the lotus root from, like that. But like I say, I need to drill some 12mm holes for this to go through, and then I've got to grind these down to size. There's 2 rods in, cut to length, so that's how they're going to go. And then if you imagine what's going to happen here is I've got the lotus root media with the hook hangers, and they're going to hook onto these and dangle down into the chamber. There's not going to be any aeration in this side, so I'm hoping these are going to act as some sort of anaerobic area, maybe, I don't know. But I'm just a believer of having 2 different types of media in your biological system. And obviously, as I've mentioned in past, I'm not a fan of showers, so I prefer to just have some static ceramics in here. So yeah, hopefully that'll work well. So this is what we've got guys. So that's obviously going to go there, ball valve in here, and then this here is going to be my upstand, like so. Puts all in. Love these ERA ball valves, I do. I know they're not the cheapest, but I think I really like these ones, they're really good. So we connect to sits just there. Down, we'll never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. That's the auto top-up in. Coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter and brighter. I've put the pipe through as well. That pipe that's coming through there, that's running all the way behind the biochamber and terminates there, and then that's going to fire all the way out there and into the 2 returns what are joined at the back of the pond. Right, that's it then guys. all pipe work is now done. Not gonna lie, that took a little bit of doing, mainly because I ended up having to recycle a few fittings because I bloody run out of what I needed. Typical story of my life. So here we have it. End of the day, this bit here doesn't look the prettiest, but there was nothing else I could do with it really to get it how I wanted it. So it is what it is. Two ball valves that are on the same flow, so they're split between the same flow pipe, so they'll be regulated to suit to give an even amount of flow through each return. And then obviously this one, what comes across the top, that's the one that's fed from the bio chamber, comes all the way along here and terminates in his new return there. So I'm going to get hose pipe out, guys. I'm going to find my water meter out, and bear in mind I'm using the water meter because obviously we've got bigger filtration in now. It holds more water, both the bio chamber and the drum. So my pond volume is going to be much different, and that's going to be important when it comes to treatments. I'm going to dig water meter out, and we may as well start chucking some water in. The beginning of a new era. Now we're going through into the drum itself. And into the bio. We'll take this lid off. So we're starting to get water come through there. All looking pretty dry down there so far. Let the good times roll. That's it, guys. That's the water purification all done and in place. So big thanks to Andy, Finch Filtration, for the carbon inside the Big Blue, the bone char, and the sediment filters. So what we've got is a 3-stage first to take a bit of a hit off of the Big Blue, sediment filter, a couple of Fibronics cartridges thanks to Shosha. Again, this is just to take a bit of the hit off the Big Blue before it goes into it. So through the 3-stage, through another sediment filter into the Big Blue, bone char to take care of metals and things like that. And then we'll go down here, round, up here through a needle valve so I can control the flow into the drum, into the auto top up. So that's another big job ticked off the list. Really pleased with that. These pipes all get insulated up and lagged up at some point. The overflow system is all now done. And that just goes into a uniseal there, 1-inch uniseal, which goes into there, so I can adjust that elbow to suit the water height. I've mounted my nets up here out at road, so they're not in my way. They'll be much better off up there, out of my bloody road. Just got to put my mugs up somewhere, don't know where yet. So my mountain tree media, what are hanging, I need to get some more hooks and some more bottom plates, because in one pack you only get one hook and one bottom plate. So obviously that's why I've not been able to get all the media in. So I'm gonna have to order some more packs so I can get some more hooks and some bottom plates so I can fill it all up. But yeah, I mean, here's what it is, but it's just a little bit annoying. I've got this running at a flow rate of it's on 25%, so that's a 20,000 pump, so 25%, 5,000 litres an hour. Bearing in mind, once you take off head loss and things like that, it's probably safe to say it's probably running more like 4,000 litres an hour, something like that. And that's giving this bio chamber a retention time of around 4.5 minutes. And what I mean by that is, with the amount of water that's in the chamber, it's taking 4.5 minutes for the whole volume of this water to be replaced. So the media has got 4.5 minutes contact time, which I'm really happy about that. So there you go then, guys, that's it, we're all done, finished, finito. And I must say, I think we're looking absolutely fantastic. Yeah, even my missus has been in my shed and absolutely raided me. I'm going to spin camera around in a minute and I'm going to show what chaos she's caused in my shed. She's been in and she has absolutely raided me. I've never seen my workbench so bloody clean. Look at it. And my shelves, they're so organised. I'm not going to be able to find out though, I know that for a fact, because I don't know where she's bloody put things. I've already had to ask her 3 times where things are, but hey, what can you do? You can't complain. She's a good egg. Absolutely spotless. Yeah, so that's it then, guys. Really pleased with how everything's turned out. Really pleased. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a very productive week. To get everything done in the week, from knocking the shed through, to building it, to doing the roof, to getting the filters in, to doing the plumbing, to get wiring done, to get everything up and running within the week. I'm really pleased with exactly what I've been able to get done. Yeah, and it's back to the grind. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Any comments or questions, drop them down below. And I'll catch you next time. See you later.